So one person was waiting all this time and finally goes live. Oh man. Alright. So good morning, blessed. You start your day off frustrated. You're gonna end up with a good day in the end. I can't believe I went live and everybody left. Oh, schedule. Hmm. So someone's playing with my thing then, eh? Live. I could turn it to.
In response to this rebellion, the Anunnaki decided to create humankind to take over the heavy labor from the Ajiji.
So these are all the things that I've seen this video already. The anarchy and but all these things you gotta think about the misconception. A lot of misconception. It's like for my videos to play with minerals and everything, I gotta make a video to say, okay, a diamond is more of a shade, like, it's weird. All type of diamonds and minerals. Very confusing to the eyes. But is everything you see you think you believe in? Or everything you see you believe? What about the things that you high see that you just can't believe? Pretty hard to show any of these without the light. So you won't see the reflection. So anyway, kind of missed the one person I want to go live right now. So I don't know. I'm gonna stop this and try it again. See if I ever get scheduled again. Live in the morning. So the anarchy and the gods. All right. So this is gonna be brief. I'm going to start live at 6 o'clock. News for the public. So you know what I mean? Maybe David Mandrick could work for me. There's a next lady that left the news for 20 years. Maybe she could work for me too. And I'm going to need a weather person. 2, male and female. And also, on the weekend, kids, I want you to be a weather person as well. So on the weekend for the kids, you're going to tell the news. Your side of the news. During the week, it's going to be the adult. So they can mind their daily day. And on the weekend, you do the news to show them how fun it could be. You control the weekend. You tell them all the good, cool stuff. Remember, my news for the public domain is owned by 2. My daughter and any other kid. My domain will never be sold. That's my partnership. So news for the public. Understand who your bosses are. Because the kids are my boss. You guys are my boss if I'm the mirror. But I'm not the mirror. I'm only showing the government that I'm here to tear down their world. Because of you guys been telling me what to do it. So thank you and bless you. And I'm glad to serve you and be at your duty and your service. Blessed. And this is what makes my job more enticing, enlightening, and lovely. So, still a smile on my face. That's the goal I work for. To knowing what good I'm doing. Blessed. So I don't know how to tell you all this, but sometimes I get bored. Sometimes I want to shut down. Sometimes I'm too overwhelmed. Sometimes too much piled up. So there's a time for everything. A time to rest, a time to work, time to sleep, time to wake up, time to be slouchy, a time to exercise, to be energized, time to study, and a time to play around, be foolish as well. But you have to think about all these in consideration about the next day, how you will look and reflect. You can't go back in the time and past to change it, but you can change it before it reoccur. So how do you tell time? See, my words are very wise, and ever wonder, why? Because every year there's 4 seasons, especially on this land. So, I'm running out of steam, running out of breath. The sun woke up, so I gotta study. It's like a Ramadan, the fasting. But for a prophet, it's a year, and we gotta fast for a whole month. For prophets, we're woken up before the sun shine. I wake up at 4:20, before 4 o'clock. Before it used to be 5, now it's 4. God's like, you don't want to do what I tell you to do? I'm going to wake you up more earlier. So, I'm up early. It says in the book of life, my prophet, I wake up early and rise early. So you see what I'm trying to say? God's words are so true. But you don't want to believe my words. When I tell you what to do, though, you can look it up to see it for yourself. So, I'm reading, and now I'm on 37. As you can see, I never marked anything as yet. So this story, usually I have to go over it again 3 times. From back to front to front to back. You know how I used to understand the Bible? I read it backwards. So I never understood why. So they tell me not to release secrets. I'm mixed with Chinese. And for some reason, Chinese read backwards. My daughter was reading backwards, and I caught on to this and wondered, how come she read backwards? From the back of the page, and she reads. All my kids does this. Makes me wonder. So you know what I do? I'm like, wait a minute. I read backwards too. Every time I read a Bible, I go to the back, to the front, and then the middle, and then the back. You know what I mean? So all these things are weird. Now when I open the Bible, I'm stuck on the same page now. So many years that my fingers and the words and the universe open the page that I closed and open back to the same page. You tell me how weird that is. So you see the words that's already marked, and then goes back. So, you know what I'm saying? These are words that are already marked to show you we are in existence. Sometimes about shadows and spirits around us. It's yourself. And I just find this out just now. To wonder, how is it possible to turn this page and back and forth? There's no way possible. More than myself is already were here and seeing myself here right now. The watchers is yourself telling you. So when God comes to say he's judging the living and the dead, are we that living and the dead? So my light is blue. Here's something blue. And you see the white. So like the light and the static's like electricity, kind of light. So mine would be here and everything's the white around me. So I have to be God. But blue flame is the strongest. Weird, right? So the way they portray it in the book are much less to tell us about revolution or revelation and prophets. So, am I a prophet? If I could tell you, I was scared to go to the courthouse and what's going to happen, and just for a pen, and then avoided the next day, with three girls. These are the three witches, the three shadows, the three sisters, the one who turned the wheels that holds the string for every soul. You remember these stories being a kid and all these cartoons? The lady with a turn wheel, the three sisters, three witches, see no hear, speak no evil, see no evil. Everything's in three. So you wonder, come and ask for a pen, and they're thinking, oh, he's gonna flirt with me and things like that. This is just how the psychological of the world creating to the mind manipulation of souls for the living and the dead. He's a live one, she said. We have a live one. A live one. Man, I just pretend I did not hear her, you know what I'm saying? Because, yo, I'm in a different world now. I went to my boy's house and he's like, what are you doing here? Two weird things, bro. Third thing is, this girl went down, started dancing on the ground, walk underneath my feet, start worshiping me now. Week before that, disrespectful as hell. The shadow came, the fog came. Tried to choke me, sacrifice me, take my life out of me. I used my friend to try to manipulate him. But this is my boy, we're blood brothers. Since we're kids, we cut ourselves and leak our blood. Blood joined together. You see my pain and you will see through my eyes. So you wonder how when God chose the 12 disciples, or his 12 disciples. You know what I'm saying? Blood brothers. So when Jesus was at the market, he was young, kicked over everything. But what you see now, portrayed as what? And I guarantee they changed this like 20 years ago, trying to say Jesus was older when he got arrested. But he got arrested when he was a child. So he studied the Bible and all the notes and all the scriptures. That's how God came to Jesus, and Jesus knew God. All of his study. So he went there and said, why you're selling the stuff that God gave for people and put in a can, and we have to buy it and purchase it. So Jesus got arrested, got thrown in jail. You know what I'm saying? The next funny thing about Jesus when he came on was like, an adult now, teenager, you know what I'm saying? So everybody look up to Jesus saying, yo, dog, you got arrested me 5 years ago, now you're free. Jesus like, yeah, I'm not a rebel no more, bro. I'm going to take over their world and show them that God exists. There's wise and wisdom people inside locked up in jail for no reason. And they're like, yeah, dog, I'm going to follow you, B. So Jesus started having disciples. But his disciples, like, you know what I mean? All the fathers that was locked up in jail. They got plantation, they got fields, they got everything, got riches, you know what I mean? Jesus already had the secrets already. So Jesus know about finding gold, know about diamonds, know about gems. He knows about herbs, he knows about frankincense. These are the three wise men that came to the manger to give him these gifts. So you know what I mean? So now everybody's wondering, okay, chosen one, what do we do, yo? But remember this too, 7 years, the Pharaoh kill a lot of babies. Now think about this. The native wonder about all those graveyards and all the babies that's buried. Residential kids. 200 years ago, Queen Nanny, the Maroons, Buffalo Soldier, win the war for the North of America, which is Canada, Upper Canada. There was 3 states that Canada have. It was Ontario, Upper Canada, and then BC, and then Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. These are 3. So it came into states that end up becoming Canada Alliance. But before that was 250 years that black people owned it and came to North of America, Canada. Nova Scotia, colonized the people, everybody got mixed breed. Like I am, Chinese mixed with Jamaican and Irish. So what did they do when they end up going to school and the English people come from the South now? War of 1812. Why are you taking all the slaves from America and bringing them to Canada for? So all the history, as I said about history, repeats itself. It's not hard to figure out to see the things that reoccurs. So now is what I'm trying to tell you about taking babies. Because they know it's 100 years now. 100 black people have to give their last name to get this land. There's a reason why we have crown land. The crown, the king, the queen. Crown land is for the generation of that seed. Black people, Jamaicans, Home Canada, the British colony, the mason, the cornerstone. Every time they build a city hall, the mason has to come and put that plot, the cornerstone, to show you that a black person has to be able to take that picture and put the cornerstone in and take a picture and cut the ribbon. King, oh, you know so much. For I am who I am, Saint Lord God. I am a prophet, a messenger. What's a prophet, they say? Someone that sees the future. They never told you. Someone that also sees in the past. Makes you wonder, right? For I am who I am. I am called by the Lord to do a duty since I was a child and grown. For I've seen his face several times, and he has saved my life several times. So you got to think about these things. So he said, even when you go to hell, I will come and take you out of it. And one time I was in hell, and God came and take me out of it, and said he's going to send me help. Corona, Mayans, tattoo all over her face, all over her body. Warrior chick, like the Mohawk. The Mayans said they would be back. I was so happy to see this person, bro. It's like, Corona. It's like, hi. My daughter's Karma. I'm like, Karma, I work in Alberta, Calgary. The building and company I work for was Karma. Funny thing, isn't it? That Karma is my best friend. And then I met her mom, Corona, as God said he would send me a friend. So these spirits or shadow or entities or unknown vessels. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The forces that control mankind to manipulate and mind manipulate our brain, to trying to tell us what we want from our needs. So they try to be gods, and knowing that, hey, there's only one God. Where is your God? Who's going to save you? And laughing at you, saying, I'm giving you everything like a God to you. But don't forget, there's a lot of people you're going to hurt for it. They didn't tell you that. You didn't read the fine print, did you? Alright, so human, understand who I am. You look at me as a figure and a shape and saying, damn, should I go back and listen to his words again? Why does he repeat himself over and over? Because I want you to understand the videos that you're going to watch over and over. Because I'm telling you, it's the only choice of you becoming an awakened. To learn from the experience and put on a shoe of another. All you got to do is just watch my video. I am the greatest teacher, much less the greatest of them all. The brightest and the smallest star in the whole galaxy. But I shine so bright, but I'm so small, and you wonder why. Riddle me this, riddle me that. If I'm the smallest star in the universe, and still shine so bright, oh far am I. But I still shine bright. See me? Understand these things. In the solar eclipse, can't believe there's two witnesses to see God's face too. As God always talk about the witnesses. Remember I told you about the child? She was with her mom too. And remember the person that I was looking at God's face when I was on the computer. There was two witnesses of brothers. So everything I do, there's always two witnesses. In the courthouse, there's two witnesses. More than two witnesses, actually. And the whole world get to see that crap. But I can't believe I made the video building up to it. From Young and Bloor all the way to Shepherd. To see the 5G network. And they flipping pause, cancel some of my building videos just because I say 5G. And then the prime minister say take down the 5G, but the 5G is still up on the poles. And where are these poles up at? Low income, co-ops, private companies. Private company. Remember the video I did when Dufferin Park closing counters with people sleeping in the park in the cold against human rights? Oh, today's Chinese Lunar Year. I'm Chinese and I'm supposed to be excited, right? Because it's the same thing that they did in Calgary. So now I'm understanding everything because I, Olivia Chow, do you remember me and Alicia Choi when we were at First Center Street in Calgary Library when we were having dinner? How did you make it to Toronto so fast? Did they drown for you? Say that you would be the best replacement? And do you remember the last video you did? That you're at TTC at Wilson Station. And you call on a next person that is Chinese to come help you out to speak. Is he the head of the snake that I'm looking for? I notice you're pretty close to him. And what about all the people in the counseling that you have in City Hall canvassing for you? Were you such a favoritism of the city, or I was? That they pulled you from Calgary to come to Toronto. Jack Layton wife, ex-wife. That's in Calgary that ran away from Toronto. Oh, Calgary's doing so good. We have Chinese New Year, Lunar Year. We're conservative. We need Ontario. As I said, win the war for Upper Canada. 100 years. And the seed for black people, the name is to claim that crown land. In Peterborough and Kawartha, they cannot build on a farmland with one house. Only a family member in a generation could build houses. So the 100 years, only 5 houses could be on that lot. So whoever I'm telling this video to and doing their research and to protect their land and knowing a soldier is standing for it. I am not alone. And if you do your diligent, you would understand the truth. Sir John. So, Sir John was from Nova Scotia, did a research to go to Canada because the Queen asked him to do it. So he saw lynching of black people getting hanged. Freeman. 100 people got hanged. Rice Lake, Kawartha, Peterborough, Lindsay, Buckhaven. All these are Kawarthas and even Ajax, yo. Belleville. So you got to think about the War of 1812. Get my drift? So Peterborough is the oldest lift lock. What's a lift lock? So you got to wonder how all these Indian and Native came to defeat the British and American. Think about the wisdom that black people had. So there's statue in Dufferin Park. And it says J.A. Jamaica. Jamaica. God made Yasa. We are God people. We are the Israelis. The Garden of Eden is Jamaica. Port Harbor, much less Kingston, got flooded, sank, earthquake, down in the bottom. Guess what that is, people? Atlantis. Who is this guy? Why he knows so much? Why is he revealing so much secret? Why is he telling the world that fucking Atlantis is fucking Jamaican for? Now he makes fucking Jamaican has more power now. Now they're gonna know that they're gods. Atlantis, rise up. We are the Garden of Eden, the chosen one, Israelis. And let me tell you this so you can understand it. When the world turns, every century it turns. Which way does it go? So if you think about the water level, and you think about Egypt, And places that used to have water has no water. Place that used to be is deserted, desolate. No man, no human, no beast. What does that tell you? God sink cities. God turned water place into desert. Because you guys don't understand who he is. So if you study and have knowledge and wisdom, and if you have the courage to say intelligent fools know nothing. But there's three things in life: left, right, and the center. So y'all welcome for my teaching and my burden to go through everything for you, through fire, through water. And here to tell you to listen, to see. The beginning of wisdom, listening. All right. Blessed everybody, one love. I really miss my kids, but I inherited a earth, and I'm supposed to see all the kingdoms. So I guess whatever's going on in the algorithm's doing now is pushing and is going to ears of highly intelligent fools. So all the intelligent fools that don't want to be fools anymore, that exclude the book, which is history book, and you wonder why you're fools. There's 10 rules. There's actually 15. When Moses came down from the mountain, he had the tablets. One here, and one in the center. He's hearing all these ruckus. People are praying. Motherfuckers, what's going on down there? Damn, man, the tablet just fell right through his leg. The 3-1. He's like, damn, that shit was too heavy anyway. But it was a center one. The one to show us who God is, how to become God. To show us about the wrong things that we do and the right things that we could do. But we have to balance in the center of you. Moses dropped the piece, did not know why he dropped it. But when he was coming down, he heard a noise. And it's the same annoying noise that God hears when everybody is worshiping false idols and image and marking and calling on other gods and saying they love their wife and they love their kids. And they want this, they want that, and this and that. The fuck y'all think how I feel? Can you walk in my shoe? Would it hurt you to walk a mile or two? Blessed to everyone and everyone one love. This is a coming for you to become of. If you cannot wake up to understand the misery around you in the poop, you must be in the shit. Time for me to clean up the hish, it stinks. So if you understand the word of God and what it means by cleaning up, I send the prophets for a reason, because I have to clean up all the mess. The fish will have plenty to eat. There's 2 ways this wheel could turn. She will try to squeal, but it's a year of the snake. So whoever put her up to do all these bad deeds, she has a snake on. So anyone that tells you to do bad, report that mother. Because God is here to judge them now. One love, bye. Alright, guys? Do the right thing. Somebody tells you to do the wrong thing, just tell Mr. Troy. Tell God. Alright, love you. What do I do to shut this off?